All right, welcome back to WMA Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson. So, a certified WMMA legend is making her return to active competition. Satoko Princess Shinashi will be returning at Deep 112th Impact on February 11th at Korakuen Hall in Tokyo. She will be taking on Reina Kobayahsi in a microweight bout. And it's been a while since we've seen Shinashi fought. She last fought back in 2019. She was like semi-active at the time. Took an L to Mizuki Nisei Oshiro. And then she lost that bout. COVID hit. And she didn't train at all during the lockdowns. And waited, basically said, didn't want to train with COVID. And I forget exactly what she said. But basically, she wasn't training during COVID. So everything's over now. Started training again, and she has a return bout. So let's get into it. So Shinashi will be taking on Reina Kobayahsi. Now, Shinashi coming in, she's actually the most experienced active MMA women's MMA fighter right now. She has a record of 38-4-2. She's taking on Kobayahsi, and not a big fan of this style of matchup. Kobayahsi is coming in at 2-2. Now, of course, Shinashi hasn't fought since the TKO loss to Nisei back at Deep 93rd Impact in December of 2019. Kobayashi is coming off a split decision win over Yasuko Tamada back at Deep Nagoya Impact on July 24th. Let's see. I don't have an age available for Kobayashi. Shinashi is currently 45. However, her birthday is next month in January, so she will be 46 years old at the time of this fight. So Kobayashi's going from fighting Tamada, who is in her 50s, to now fighting Shinashi, who is on the wrong side of her 40s. Which, really interesting career she's having so far. Kobayashi will have the height advantage here at a towering 5 feet even, 152 centimeters, whereas Shinashi comes in at also a towering height of 4 feet 10 inches, 147 centimeters. Shinashi is one of the smallest fighters to ever step into the cage. So, it's nice to see a legend like Shinashi back. If you've been following the sport as long as I have, she's just been fighting for years. I think she made her debut back in 2002, I want to say. Around that time. Just fought like all the time when she was first active. And had a pair of legendary bouts with Hisei Watanabe. And really, really good judoka. Really good with submissions. And then she kind of went into retirement and then came back. She takes these she's taken a few long breaks. I know she's married and has a kid. Took another long break recently just because after COVID hit, she took a pretty hard L against Mizuki Oshiro. A lot of people are already bagging on this matchup because, Kobayashi's only 2-2. But you got to remember, if you go down and look at Shinashi's record, go to Tapology or go to the Sherdog Fight Finder, look at her record. This is pretty much most of her career. She's a legend, but she's also a legendary can crusher. So, you pretty much know what type of opponents she's always going to fight. And whether that's on her, whether that's on the promoter, I weigh it at least 60% on the side of the promoter. But it just depends. It's nice to see Shinashi back. She'll be back at Deep. She never seems to fight at Deep, Jules. But microweight bout, which is, the right weight class for her. She used to fight at atom weight. Here's the thing. by atom weight standards, she's too small. At microweight standards, she's about the right size. She's even a little bit small for a microweight. So it's hard to find opponents that, just don't absolutely destroy her size-wise. I mean, 4 feet 10 inches, 147 centimeters. She's small. So mostly, yeah, she's fought a lot of inexperienced opponents in her career. But sometimes it backfires on her. I mean, when she fought Nisei, I think, was like 1-1 at the time. And that fight, by picking up that win against Shinashi via first round TKO, that basically made like Nisei's name for her. I mean, she was like, everybody knew who she was after that. So this is a big chance for Reina Kobayahsi here, and she might be able to do it. I mean, she was able to get that win against Yasuko Tamada, and Tamada was massively, had much more experience than Kobayahsi did. So Kobayahsi might come in here and get the upset, as it were, against Shinashi. Anyway, those are my initial thoughts. Shinashi versus Kobayahsi. Deep 112th Impact, February 11th in Tokyo. Microweight bout. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like, spread the word, and while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to Wmma now. The best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.